What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Max, and today we've got this 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. This was, until the Trackhawk came out, the fastest Jeep you could buy, and it has a 6.4 liter Hemi V8 with 468 horsepower. So it is a very nice power SUV. And this is a viewer's car. Moritz sent us a message asking if we wanted to drive his car, and he came with his dad today from Amsterdam. So really nice to meet Moritz and his dad as well, and very cool that they offered to drive their car. Because we haven't driven this yet. As Moritz said, we have done, some Hellcats, we've done a Charger, a Challenger, a Durango, but we haven't done an SRT, a Grand Cherokee yet, and it is a very nice car. So today I'm going to show you around it, I'm going to show you all the cool stuff on it, and then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. Now, this is the facelift model. So in 2017, a facelift came, and especially the front end got a nice little upgrade, a refresh. This is a very nice front end, if you ask me, and the facelift is cooler than the pre-facelift. So this is actually one of the first facelift cars because it's a 2017. Other than that, a few updates in the interior, but not that much changed for that facelift. We've got an SRT logo down here, very nice. And it's a very aggressive front end. I mean, if you have this in your mirrors, you will move, which I really like. It looks very aggressive. But that's also a problem for the Trackhawk, because I don't think a Trackhawk looks special enough. This car already looks very cool. It already has like these hood vents, as you can see. It looks super angry, super aggressive, low front bumper, aggressive as well, big intakes. And then the Trackhawk, yeah, it's more of the same basically. So I think they should have made the Trackhawk look a bit more special, a bit more aggressive. Now, wheels, tires and brakes. We've got these SRT wheels. These are 20 inch. They don't look that big, but they are 20 inch. And behind that we've got Brembo brakes for the SRT. And as an option, you could also go for even more high performance brakes. The car as standard came on Pirelli Scorpions, but this is a Grandlander Diaz Zero tire, which is the Chinese Pirelli P0, I guess. 295 section tire at the front. The tires grip wise are, I don't know, not bad, but they do produce a lot of sound while driving, and the thread is really weird as well, so I think that has something to do with it. We've got a Grand Cherokee badge there on the side, and I just wanted to check out the tire size at the rear. It's 295 all around. Okay. So at the rear we've got a very nice rear end as well. It looks really cool. Cool rear lights, weird exhaust tips. Check out that, it looks like a freaking trumpet. It's like a horn, but it does look very cool, nice and aggressive. SRT badge right there with a limousine service sticker, because that is their company, CS Limousine Services. So this car was actually used as a taxi by their company, and now they just have it for their own pleasure. Big boot as well, very big actually, massive. Is there a button? What the hell? Am I an idiot or? Okay, I'm just going to close it. Nice little spoiler here as well. And then the engine, of course. Let's check out that Hemi. What's up, dude? There it is. So the 6.4 liter Hemi V8, 468 horsepower, 624 newton meters of torque, with a K&N air filter as well. And apparently we've got some sort of an ECU on here, a Diablo ECU, which is supposed to give you a little bit extra power, but we are not sure how much exactly, so I'm not going to state anything. I'm just going to tell you that it's there, and that stock it's got 468. But this engine in this car works really well. I mean, they put this engine in everything, of course, and it works in everything because, you know, we love a big V8. But especially in this car, I have to say I really like it. It's naturally aspirated, so the throttle response is mega. It sounds great. It's got a lot of torque. Yeah, it is a really good match, this. Now, of course, the American cars always get crapped on for their interior quality, so let's check out that. And well, as we are used to with Dodge and Jeep models, the leather is really nice. The seats are very good as well, so seating position is great. Steering wheel, absolutely perfect position, really great adjustability, and the seats are quite wide, but you have a lot of support. And the leather, as I said, leather quality is great. Steering wheel with a flat bottom, really great. Paddle shifters, carbon fiber trim. Now, of course, the plastics are a bit American, but other than that, I quite like this interior. It feels really SUV-like, and that is great. You have a high dash. This is quite high as well, the center console. As you know, we hate it when SUVs have like a low center console and a high seat, which makes you feel like you're sitting on top of the car instead of inside it. This is spot on, absolutely perfect. So let's start it up and give it a few revs. Track mode. That's just what a V8 sounds like. Very nice. Now, we've got the ZF 8-speed linked to that V8, which, as always, is absolutely marvelous. And I think probably Dodge and Jeep have the best configuration for this gearbox. The shifts are lightning fast. They have like a beefiness to them. Amazing. All right, so let's take it for a drive. We'll put the car in track mode. We've got driving modes, as you can see. So we've got tow, snow, auto, sport and track. The first two are 50-50 power distribution for the all-wheel drive system. And then we've got auto 40-60 front rear, sport 35-65 and track 30-70. So that gives you an idea of what they wanted to achieve with this car. We'll put the gearbox in manual and we'll use the pedals to shift. But the fact that you can send 70% of the power to the rear wheels really means that they wanted to make a car that handles, that drives like a sporty SUV, and that they wanted it to compete with the likes of a BMW X5M or a Porsche Cayenne Turbo or a Mercedes-AMG GLE 63. Oh, they're having fun. I think that I startled him. He was getting down for some business. But they wanted this car to compete with those German SUVs, and it really can. I mean, if you think about the fact that in the US this car was $40,000 cheaper than an X5M, $60,000 cheaper than a Porsche Cayenne Turbo, that has to be included in your judgment of this car. For 468 horsepower, it doesn't sound like that much, but it is plenty. The car is pretty fast, and we've got a very aggressive launch control. So we'll put the car in drive, launch button right there. So you hit that, you can see your brake pressure, full throttle, release brake, oh, big shift, and that is 0 to 100 in around 5 seconds, which is not bad for a car that weighs 2,400 kilos. Now, of course, this car can't match its German competitors for like interior finesse and stuff like that, but it just makes up for that with character and charisma. It's not as refined as those other cars, but it's just fun. They just made this car to have fun, which is, I just love that about US cars. I think they hit the nail on the head with that approach. The car never feels explosively fast, but it's just a nice amount of power. It just goes. And you have that soundtrack, which just makes everything more fun. And of course, you have that naturally aspirated throttle response, which is very nice. Now, they even got this car around the Nürburgring in less than 9 minutes, so it's not a bad car. It's just not as good as we know an SUV can be, but oh, that gearbox is a lot better than some of the other ZF 8-speeds we know. It really is. And this is a 2017 car. I mean, back then, that was pretty amazing. All right, so at the Autobahn, full throttle. Top speed is 257 kilometers an hour. So let's see if we have enough space to get there. In track mode, everything tightens up, but still suspension is nice and comfy, soaks up everything. That is quite a late shift at 242. Come on, Jeep. 249, 250, 51. So we are getting close to the top speed now. This is actually a GPS speedo. 252. I think that's it. But that is quite a nice run. It is a really good car, this. I actually I like it a lot more than I was expecting. I thought it would feel slow and underpowered, and you know, like these naturally aspirated US V8s, they can just feel like a bit asthmatic, but this really doesn't. It's plenty. Now, of course, after this car, as I said, this car was the fastest Jeep you could buy at that time. But after that, they introduced the Jeep Trackhawk with the 6.2 liter supercharged V8, the Hellcat engine with 700 plus horsepower. Now that is something I am very interested in. So I think we're going to have to try and find one of those, because this is very promising. I really like this SRT version, so I think the Trackhawk, yeah, yes please, I would like to drive that one. So if you have a Trackhawk and you want it to be featured on our channel, send us an email. Little sound check. Nice little burble on the upshift as well. There go the Chinese P0s. D0s, so grip. Yeah, so those tires, they start to complain quite soon already. It's not a great tire, but other than that, amazing car. Moritz and Dad, thank you so much for coming to our spot and letting us have a go in your awesome Jeep. Really appreciate it, and I had a lot of fun. To you guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. You can also check out this video on the right or this playlist of reviews on the left. See you at the next one. Bye.